have Kelly and Pam Weiss. They will also be joining us on the panel. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Jillian, can you hear me? Jillian, are you able to hear me, my friend? Okay. I did not say broadcast, but we'll start our broadcast now since I see that you've already broadcasted. Thank you very much, my personal assistant. That was phenomenal teamwork right there. And it does take teamwork to make the dream work, and it definitely takes dream work to make the team work. If you're just joining us or just joining me for the first time, my name is Kamal J. Pryor, or my friends call me Quiz, and I'm the founder of a wonderful organization called Quizmatics Inc., Social Media Professionals. Pretty nice organization. I love the people who are part of it, and I was hoping to have access to a couple of really nice panelists. For example, Miss Jillian Fry, who is not able to communicate with me, which I was trying to coordinate before we broadcast, but these sort of things do happen. I am also joined by panelist Miss Barb Palmer, and Miss Barb Palmer, who can communicate with me at the very least, so she's in good shape. We have two other panelists who should be joining us a little bit later on, which are Miss Pam Weiss and also Miss Kelly Frument. And what I wanted to talk about this evening was, first off, this phenomenal opportunity that we have here with PMF. PMF is a business that is a code letters for a business known as Pay Me Forward. Been in existence for about a month now. The founder or the owner of PMF is a gentleman by the name of Dale Payne Sizer. And the person who actually created the program himself is a gentleman that's well-renowned, Mr. Peter Wolfing. And this program was designed for newbies to give them an opportunity to succeed in online marketing. I'm not sure if you're one of those people out there who have ever made money online before, or one of those people who are looking for an opportunity to make some additional cash or create additional income stream utilizing a home-based business. But if you have ever tried, or if you've never tried, there are certain things that actually become a hindrance to your success when it comes to looking for an opportunity to succeed online. Let me give you a story of myself. Picture yourself with your grandmother passing away, and now you have inherited a bunch of responsibilities and things of this nature. You have a job where you are working from home, and they've shown very little humaneness, if I may say this word, if that even is a word, but they have shown very little remorse in regard to the circumstances that you're facing, and yet you're dedicating all of your time being chained to your desk, even from home, and in your pastime, you're nursing an elderly grandmother who now passes away. You go on your little bereavement time, and you realize that you haven't been treated very well at your job, and you also realize that you don't have much things to do that you like in life because you're spending all your time with your job. If time and money are your greatest problem, then I'm going to share something with you. I can definitely relate with you, because that was my issue. And when my grandmother passed away, I realized the most important thing was time. It's more valuable than money because of the fact that once time is gone, you do not get it back. You don't get it back. And it really bothered me that I spent so much time focused on all of these things. And when my grandmother passed away, I was able to be put face to face with the reality of life. You see, before my grandmother passed away, there was a family reunion, and nobody showed up because nobody had time. Everything was more important to everybody. Their work, their school, and that family reunion came, and nobody wanted to go, myself included. One of the greatest blessings that I had was going to that family reunion, because I was intimately connected with the fact that my grandmother was a person who really taught me all of the greater values that I had in life, like hard work and being consistent, all right, being honest and upfront and upright. And when she passed away, and I realized that I spent all of my time focused on all this other thing, and everybody else spent all of their time focused on everything else, and I spent that last month with her in a hospital, running back and forth in between my lunch breaks, running back and forth on my days off. And when her electric was getting cut off, I was courteous enough to tell my job I needed a couple of minutes to take care of that bill, because it wasn't mine, it was hers. and they asked me why didn't I do that on my day off. That was when I realized. That's when I realized how ridiculous it is to spend all your time slaving away for other people other than yourself and never invest in anything into yourself, and how cold and callous the world really is because nobody cares about your personal issues other than yourself. So when my grandmother passed away, all I could hear was these words she would say: if it's going to be, it is up to me. If it is going to be, it's up to me. Please pardon me because that is a very I'm gonna just say this. That's when everything changed. I made a decision that I wasn't gonna work for anybody ever again in life. And yeah, I thought about how many things in life we take for granted. I thought about time, and I thought about time freedom. I thought about how limited all of us are and how fragile all of our lives are. And I really couldn't think of anything better to do with my time other than to invest in myself to make sure that I had an opportunity to not be in that situation again. That was a full year and a half before I ever even knew about PMF. But that was the moment when the idea for me creating Quizmatics Inc. Social Media Professionals actually really started. And the beautiful thing about this story is it has a really happy ending, because you don't have to go through a lot of the trials and tribulations that I went through. Right now, as it stands with Pay Me Forward, you have a business that has no monthly fees for you to join. No monthly fees. The first business, after when I made a decision I wasn't going to work for anybody else, I spent $360 to start, and I spent $60 a month, only to find 6 or 7 or 8 months later that I only got from that business a monthly bill, dragging directly out of my bank account. How many online marketers start a business online with something that they think is going to be great, and then they find that they're paying for it more than they're earning from it? They're paying for it more than they're earning from it. That's the story of a lot of people. It was the story of myself. You today, with joining PMF, don't have to pay a monthly fee at all. Nobody digs into your bank account. You have an opportunity to earn money because the program was specifically designed for you to earn money as a newbie. So I think that's pretty awesome. Now, you may not know that this opportunity is custom tailored for your success, so let me share with you the next great thing. If you're going to succeed in any business online, one thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to invest a little bit of time at educating yourself. 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to spend a lot of time educating yourself. Fortunately, with PMF, we have educational products. Just last week, or actually really just this week, I showed everybody how to master the art of copywriting. Showed them how to make tremendous headlines, things that are already proven, gave away headlines, gave everybody wonderful information myself on this new skill set directly from my tools or my product in the back office of my PMF. The products that we have are legitimately real. They're 1,000%. They work. They're effective. They're efficient, and they are all about making you better at what you're trying to succeed at. So if you're a person that's trying to succeed at making money online, let me just share something with you. You're going to need to learn. I know it's painful for somebody out there. They don't want to hear that. They already went to school. They did 4 years of college. Somebody didn't even get that far. Somebody dropped out of school. They dropped out of high school probably. Somebody might even have dropped out of elementary school. I remember that Popeye cartoon back in the days. Popeye dropped out of elementary school, and he went on and became a sailor. And then somebody told me he needed education. We went back, and he was in the kindergarten, in the 1st grade, and the 2nd grade, and the 3rd grade, and he was, a grown man sitting at this little desk. Well, listen, let me share something with you. Educating yourself is one of the most. Keep on going back if you learn something one good time. And we have those educational tools. And aside from that, on Team Quizmatics, You have the wonderful and valuable education you get from myself as a team leader. I mean, I would rather you learn from the mistakes I've made in the past so that you don't have to make them in the future. And one of the mistakes that you make is that you go out there and try to join a business and you do not have any support, you don't have any resources, and you don't have any substantial product that actually has legitimate long-term value, which you always have if your product is education. You always have that if your product is an education. So I wanted to share that with you because a lot of people go into business online because they want to make money, yet at the same time they don't want to invest either time or money. Those are the two biggest objections that you're going to find from people when they don't join you in business. Whoever's microphone is cracking up, if you can mute your mic for a moment so I can continue the presentation here, to be greatly appreciated. If you're on a panel, you please mute your mic. That would be greatly appreciated. All right. And that would be coming from you, Kelly. If you would just push your screen and mute your mic, that would be awesome. So the two biggest objections that you find online when it comes down to time to put the rubber to the road and make money online is time and money are the biggest objections. So let's talk about time and money. Let's talk about time and money. How much money are you going to spend, all right, out there fishing around from business to business to find something that actually works? I'm going to tell you right now, I spent $360 one time. I spend $60 a month for 6 or 7 months. Barb, are you a math person?
No, I'm not.
All right. Is anybody here on the panel decent at math? If so, feel free to open your mic and let's talk about some mathematics real quick. Anybody here good at math?
Well, it used to be.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question. If you spend $60 a month for 7 months, how much money is that?
$420.
All right. Add that to the $360 it cost me to start that business. How much money did I spend?
$800.
All right. $800. Can you afford to spend $800 to find out that you're not going to make a dime and all you're going to do is have a monthly expense?
No.
If you can't afford that, then I would highly encourage you to think about $35 one-time payment with no monthly fees. All right, let's move on to question number 2, time. Somebody says they don't have the time to invest in this stuff. They have everything else that's going on. Guess what? Nobody is promised tomorrow today. I have a team member right now who's in a hospital. He has a heart condition, and he's on limited time. He didn't sit around and wait. We started a month ago. He got out there. He got the word out there. He built himself a nice team, and he already has a stream of income. And we make money daily because the money goes straight to your PayPal. If you choose such, your Google Wallet, you have the flexibility of choosing whichever payment processor that you choose. So let me ask you a question. Do you have the time to sit around wasting and not investing in your education to make sure that you get to the next level? Because that gentleman that was with me is another business that I was in earlier in my career, and I'm still paying $10 a month for that just like he is, and neither of us can justify the reason why we even pay that money because we're certainly not making much out of that opportunity. And we don't have any tools to teach us how to market. We had to learn that ourselves, which is the reason why he joined me in PMF. I want you to think about that. Do you have time to waste? Your time is slipping away. My grandmother's not here today. You got things that you have to do and you don't have enough time to spend with your children. Do you really have time not to invest? If you just invested 2 hours a day, all right, that's too much time. A half hour a day. Can you sacrifice a half hour of sleep to invest in learning some new skills? All right, if you can call me, my telephone number is right there on my Facebook wall. If you can call me and speak to me for, even if I gave you an hour, 1 hour a week and just spoke to you, or if you could just invite one person to a conference call or a webinar once a week. If you brought 2 people to a conference call just once a week, do you know that you could succeed at this business? Because I'm about to tell you the reason why. If you just brought 2 people, let's say that I brought Barb and I brought Kelly, all right? And Barb and Kelly, question number 1, how's everybody win at PMF? Answer.
Bring 2
people.
All right, watch this. How does everybody get paid in PMF? Answer.
Bring 2 people.
All right, listen, so check it out. I bought Barb and I bought Kelly. Barb and Kelly, you both want to make money, right?
Yep.
All right, you say you don't have time to learn the education, you don't have time to engage in my webinars, you don't have time to get in my group chat. All right, that's fine. Just bring 2 people to my webinar on Tuesdays, or on Thursday, pardon me, all right? Just bring 2 people, right? So now, Barb wants to succeed, but she doesn't really do that well, and Kelly actually brings her 2 people. Now watch this. Kelly brings her 2 people. Kelly brings Jillian, and she brings Kelly. She has 2 people. All right? Watch this. So Pam brings Jillian and she brings Kelly. All right. Already right there alone, I just got finished making $50. Because Jillian and Kelly, you guys want to make money also, right? I'm
Right.
certain of that. All right. Question number 1: how's everybody win at PMF? Bring 2 people.
Bring 2 people.
Question number 2: how's everybody get paid at PMF?
Bring 2
Bring
people.
2 people. Now watch this. This is real simple because what are you going to bring your people to do? All right. Everybody asks what you bring your people to do. You're bringing your people to get educated and so they can have a chance to succeed in online business. These skills are universal. You can use them with any business. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make. They're scared to go into a business to learn how to succeed at the business that they're struggling in right now. Has anybody seen anybody like that before? I've seen tons of them. They want to try to do something in a business and they're doing the same things over and over and not getting results. But what they won't do is take a little bit of time to invest in themselves, to invest in some quality education. That'll give them the skills they need to succeed in that business. Barb still hasn't brought 2 people, but Pam did. And Jillian and Kelly are the reasons why we are able to know that I just got finished making $50 just from Pam making that decision. And Pam is now in line. If Jillian and Kelly are serious about earning their money as well, then they'll go out there and bring 2 people as well. Now, why do I say that? Because a lot of people have a misconception. They want to join a business and they want it to be made so easy that there's nothing for them to do. But what's harder? To bring 2 people and help them by informing them what they need to do to succeed, or deluding yourself that you're going to bring 85 people into a business that you're going to pay $60 a month and still not make a dime and only have a bill, because I was that fool once upon a time. So for somebody who says they can't afford to pay $35, or somebody that says they don't have a time to put into this business, I would say that you don't have time to waste and you don't have the money to, and you can't afford not to. And that's just my personal take on it, because I'm going to share something with you. I was just like you, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to spend that money. I had to waste that time, and now you don't have to. I'm going to stop what I'm presenting here because I really, really, really could go very deep into the reasons why PMF is an awesome business. But just from that segment right there alone, I think that somebody maybe is a little bit misconceived about what we're doing here, who maybe didn't understand the value in what we have to offer here. Perhaps maybe now they might get it. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Ms. Jillian Fry, a.k.a. J Fire KMX. Welcome to our panel here. Jillian, what do you think about what I've had to say here so far in relation to PMF and the validity of the statements that I'm making here as far as the real opportunity for you to succeed in every way, shape, and form? Okay, that's right. I remember Jillian is the person who does not communicate for some reason. All right, let me turn my attention over to Pam Weiss. If you can open up your mic, and I'll ask you the same question I just asked of Jillian. What do you think about what I've said thus far, and the legitimacy to the fact that you can earn just as easy as I just described right here with PMF?
Absolutely valid and absolutely legitimate. I've never been in a company before where I've earned right away within my first day.
Within your first day, you earn money, Pamela, pardon me. Pamela, within your first day, you earn money. Pamela, was there some secret formula that you found for success? How did you actually accomplish this, Pamela? Pamela, we can't hear you, or is it me? Am I frozen? Barb, if you can hear me, if you can unmute your mic, because I can't hear Pamela.
I don't know what happened to her. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So what we'll do is, since we're having problems with Pamela's microphone, perhaps we'll let your microphone open up, Barb. Barb, question. Same question I just asked Jillian, who can't communicate with us, and Pamela, who's now not able to communicate with us. I'm going to ask the same question to you. What do you think about what I've just said thus far, and the legitimacy of this all? Does it actually work just the way I described, or is there some place, some mysterious gray spot that I'm missing?
No, it does work.
How do you
By
know
the power of because I got paid.
That's all? What did you do to get paid? Let me ask you that question, because I know somebody out there is trying to figure this out. They're like, Quiz, this can't be true. Like, what really happened? Barb, please explain to me. What happened? What did you do?
What happened was I brought two people. Literally brought two people.
And how soon did you begin getting payments?
As soon as they brought two people.
All right.
Well, actually, no. When I brought my first two people, I got paid.
Oh wait, hold on. You're telling me that when you brought your first two people, you got paid. You didn't even wait to bring two other people, and you already got paid.
No, right. When I brought my two people, I got paid.
I'm baffled at how that actually happens, because I just said bring two people to bring two people, and you said you just brought two people and you already got paid immediately. That is just really baffling to me. Honestly, it really is. So what you're telling me that it didn't work as good as I described. It actually worked better. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Barbara?
Yes, it did. It worked real good. I was very happy. Well,
okay. I'm just curious about this. How did you get paid? I mean, which way did you get your payments?
I chose to get paid through PayPal.
You mean to tell me you had a choice?
Yes, I did.
What other choices did you have, Barb? Let me ask you that question.
Well, if I'm not online, I can have somebody just hand me the money, or credit card, or check, or Western Union.
All right, hold on a second. You said that you can be offline and have somebody hand you the money. I never saw that option on my back office at all. Wait, hold on. What's going on here? How's that possible, Barb? Please explain that to me.
I can confirm that I got the money because I control the spot, and I can push the button and say they paid me. And I won't say it until they do.
So in other words, you're saying that you can get paid in any form or fashion that you so choose? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Barb?
Yes, I am.
All right, Barb, I'm going to ask you to close your mic because you know something. I actually, even though I did sign you up and you are on my team as a direct sign up, I'm having a hard time believing that. Pamela Weiss. Barb just said that she has a choice to choose whichever way that she can get paid. Is this true, or is it just something that she's making up out of the thin blue air? All right, Pamela's mic. I'm still not hearing you, Pamela. If Kelly can open up her mic, then I would like to see somebody who can actually verify this claim that's been made here. Kelly, is your mic available? This is a very interesting webinar. Barb, if you can open up your mic again, I'm just going to come back to you because I think that I would have liked to get some second opinions here, but unfortunately we have some people with some technical difficulties who are on our panel.
Okay.
Okay. So the truth be told, Pay Me Forward is a very straightforward business opportunity, literally. And I really can't see anything else really to say that is any more straightforward and direct. I said that the formula to success here is to bring two people to bring two people. I did talk about the educational value of the products that we do have here. I was trying to find some second voices here with people who could communicate with us and talk about some of those products. Hoping that maybe perhaps somebody's microphone on this panel works aside from yourself and mine. If anybody has anything to offer as far as the products go, I'll be more than happy to entertain that as well before we get off of here.
Well, I guess not.
Well, why don't you tell me about the products? I mean, Kelly is there and Jillian is there, and microphones are needing to be open so people can talk about the products because really I want to talk about the products that we have in our office. This is important, guys. This is important not for me. It's important for the people who are following you, and this webinar is recorded. So get your voices heard and be sure to talk about these products because I could talk about it till I'm blue in the face. They've already heard me do conference calls, webinars, and all kind of stuff like that. What is your testimony about what you've received so far with PMF? That's what I'm asking you guys.
Well, really, I'm sorry. Somebody's talking?
No, go ahead,
yes.
Barb.
Kelly, go ahead, Kelly. Go ahead and feel free to chime in, Kelly.
I can say that I have received a lot of free training. The Twitter training that we got this week was great for me because I am new to Twitter, so that's going to help. There's just tons of training that's provided for free that I didn't get anywhere else.
Kelly, this is the first time I'm able to really communicate with you on one of my well, actually I think you were on the webinar training that I gave earlier in the week. But Kelly, talk to us a little bit about your history in this online marketing business. Tell us where you're from. Just introduce yourself to the people at home real quickly if you could, and just tell us a little bit of a rundown of your history in online marketing.
Okay, I'm very new to online marketing. I'm a farm girl from Ohio that lives in Illinois now. I took a break from doing home hospice and decided to try internet marketing. Fell on my face a couple of times. Made it probably a month and a half through one company before that fizzled out. And then I blew $50 right before I joined PMF, and that's when Gary grabbed me by the throat and shook me a little bit and brought me to my senses. Other programs that I was doing it all. I was given, this is what you do, go out and do it.
Awesome. We're having a little bit of interference with your microphone there, Kelly, and I'm not exactly sure if it's just because of bad connection or maybe you're on a cell phone. But so Kelly, how long have you been with PMF? And you talked about valuable trainings, also conference calls. How is the support that you've gotten since you've been a member of this team, Kelly?
It's amazing. Unlike anything, I've never had this in another group I've been in. Never.
I mean, what is different about this than you found in other groups? I mean, you could just be a little bit more specific about that.
Sure. In the other group, I was signed up by a sponsor, walked through the steps, and then dumped while she went to sit by the pool and grab her downline off of all the people I brought in. Never answered my questions. Any training I needed, I had to go search for, and finally I just kind of went over her head and went to the boss and said I don't want her making any more money off of me.
That sounds like a very horrible experience.
It was pretty nasty, yeah. But I did go over her head and get cleared on everything, but nothing has moved since then. Come to a standstill. I mean, the market's saturated with these companies that want you to do free trial offers. Nobody wants to do it.
I understand. I've done some of those before. So what's the contrast between that and what you've had since you've joined Quizmatics Inc., Kelly?
Polar opposites. Never got any support in the chat room there. It was more kind of a gripe session. Never got any training. Didn't get the webinars. Never got the one-on-one support. None of that. So this is a true breath of fresh air.
So you're saying that you have access to chat areas where there are multiple members that help at any time. You're
all
saying
the time.
that you get access to conference calls to help you convert your prospects at any given time. You get access to training and webinars also with your team here. Is that what you're saying as well? And you also mentioned one-on-one sessions. You get that here as well. Is that something else that you mentioned, Kelly? Your phone is a little bit shaky right now, but I was just trying to get confirmation. Were those the 4 things that you said that you got just now? Okay, Barb. It sounded like she said that she had those 4 areas that I covered. Did you hear that as well, or was it just me?
Yes, I heard that.
All right, I'm just making sure. Now, Barb, you're also a member of this team. So she just talked about a few things that were pretty awesome that we have going on in our team here. Let me ask you, Barb, the one thing that I would like to say is that not only that, but our products are all educational. Do you realize that the last training I gave you was based off of a product that's directly in our back office that everybody has access to? All right, and some people didn't have the ticket point value to use that training. So I shared that training with the whole team myself off of my ticket, which shows that the product that I have, I can actually share with my entire team to help develop them, to help grow them, to help nurture them, to give them every chance of success as I do. what do you think about the products, and what do you think about the product training that I've given you from the products that I've trained on myself?
The product itself is great, and what you add to it is just phenomenal. uh, there's no other place that we can get this training from. I mean, everybody needs to come here.
All right. So I just wanted to put that out there on the record that everybody pretty much feels like they have a opportunity to succeed here with PMF, or am I the only one?
Yes.
Kelly, would you concur that statement that everybody feels as though they have a chance to succeed here at PMF?
She might not be able to talk, but Jillian says yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, I can't read the chat because I'm on my iPad right now, and I just wanted to have a quick chit chat to let everybody know what is so awesome about PMF. Now, I want you to, if you're watching this program right now, all right, it's kind of dark out here. It's hurricane season, and it's 9:00 p.m. when I started this webinar in Eastern Standard Time, which means that there are better things that I could be doing. But there's nothing better that I could possibly do or would want to do other than help and support my team and also give you an opportunity to succeed. If your finances are in a bind, if time and money is something that you're valuing, if wasting your money is something that you don't want to do, if wasting your time is something that you don't want to do, I think it would be in your best interest. I would be remiss not to tell you about a great opportunity right here with PMF and with Team KMX. Also, aside from that, if you're looking for an opportunity to succeed at the business that you are currently in, and you would like to better further yourself in this opportunity, there's really no way to avoid the tough word that nobody wants to hear about, but it's education and being better at recruiting. And if you can add even 2, 3, 4, 6 more people to the business that you're in on a weekly basis just by using the education here, and it's only $35 one-time payment, I would tell you you'd be probably in your best interest to invest that time and money rather than spend it trying to figure out what else you're going to do to make more success somewhere else. All right. So do what's in your best interest. And, if you want to find out more information, feel free to get in touch with the person who brought you to this webinar or myself. Later on next week, I will be doing a training on the proper way to approach people with regard to marketing. A lot of people are making tremendous mistakes. I just watched one of our good team members and a wonderful person, Mr. Kent. I saw him end up in Facebook jail this week, and I want to prevent any of you guys from ending up in that situation. So I'm going to give you some nice protocol tips and training on exactly how you can utilize Facebook to your advantage. Remember, there are over 330 million people on Facebook at any given time. There are over 850 million people in Facebook groups. All right? Why waste time ending up in Facebook jail and waiting for them to let you out? All right, why waste money running around trying to find other programs to give you all these leads when you have leads sitting there for free directly in front of your face? All right, so feel free to get in touch with me, find out what my schedule is, get with me, friend me on Facebook. And again, my name is Kamal J. Pryor, aka Quiz Barb. Thank you very much for doing a phenomenal job of being able to give me the ability to present this webinar for you guys at home. And I'll hope to see you all at the top and not from the bottom. All it takes is a decision. Most people who've probably heard this information have made a decision to join now, if not immediately. I think you should too. All right, thank you very much, guys. I'm out of here. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Bye.